How you doing, YouTubers? This video is going to be several parts long. I'm not exactly sure how many, but it's going to be a few parts long, without doubt. I'm going to go into as much detail as I can about how to throw some bow shuriken. I have some homemade ones I made here. These are about, I don't know, 7 inches long or something like that. I'm going to go into some detail. First I'm going to do a few demonstrations and then talk about as much as I can. Alright? Alright, now, hold on, might be good if I get this shuriken. Alright, now, first things first, hand position. Went over this in my other video, but I'm going to do another quick review of it. That's the first and most important thing. And also you have to remember that when you're throwing these bow shuriken, you do not throw them like you would a baseball or a football or something like that, because these don't work like that. So, hand position. What you're going to do is you're going to have your hand just like this, and all you're going to do is you're going to place the bow shuriken not too low, not too high, towards, I don't know, I guess about right there on your own hand, and line up with your middle finger. Then you're going to have your ring finger and your pointer, I guess you could say, keep it in place, and your thumb is going to go over the bow shuriken, and that's going to help you to throw it. Now, when you throw, object is to try and get this to slide out of your hand. And the way you control the spin in the air, because like I've said in my other video, the bow shuriken has to travel through the air like so, and then turn right before hitting the target, okay? So turn right before hitting the target. And the way you're going to do that is by more of a forward push. You're going to try to push forward off the shuriken. And I'm going to show you the stance in a second. As a matter of fact, let me just show you that right now. This is the stance. Now, you're going to have your leg line up towards the target. There's no target over here, but I'm just doing it sideways so you can see it. You're going to have your leg facing the target, okay? And then this is the proper stance for throwing, or at least for beginners' purposes. After you get more comfortable with it, you don't have to get like this. So what you're going to do is, for further distances, for example, or just normal throwing, you want to try and have a straight downward motion, like so. That's the kind of throw that you want to have. You don't want to take it and throw it like a baseball, because all this motion right here is just going to make it spin out of control. So you want to have as much of a push forward as you can to slow this down. Now if the target is closer, then you don't want to have too much of a push, because this needs to turn faster. If the object's far away that you want to hit, then you would have to have more of a push, because you want this to turn slower. So now, this is the proper stance. I'm just going to show you one more time. Alright? And with your hand, the science behind it is that if your hand coming down, like that's why if you look at people throw, sometimes it won't be that fast up here, but when they get to this point, their hand really accelerates. And the reason for that being is, if you can accelerate your hand, you can actually make the shuriken stay in air longer and not turn as fast. So if you were to, say you have it in your hand, and then you accelerate, and as you're doing that, you're pushing. So it's kind of like that. And if you can do that properly, you can get very good distances. Like that. It just hit it. Go show these to you. the second one I threw. That's the first one I threw. Oh, nice. Anyways, that'll be the end of part 1. Part 2 I'm going to actually do in the comfort of my home. I'm going to go into some extra detail, okay?